Hi Virgo, thanks for tuning in to your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So this is your April 2022 tarotscope for love and money. Got your It's So 80s tarot cards already pre-shuffled, and I'm going to pull from the romantic fairies deck as well as the healing with the fairies for clarification. So if you have any specific questions regarding love and money or concerns, go ahead and think about those now. Angel spirits and guides for everyone who chose this reading. For all my Virgos out there, what guidance do you have for them? We've got rendezvous, a private getaway for two is calling you. So maybe you're wanting to get away with your person. If you've got somebody on your mind, or you just generally want to meet somebody to get away with. Maybe you're just wanting to go on a private getaway like the card says. You're being called for a little rendezvous, a little get together, a little romance. Okay, so that could be taking place in April. Let's see what the healing with the fairies cards say. Yeah, this came out as well. It wasn't supposed to. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So generally wanting to get out in nature. Some of you want to get out in nature. Some of you want to take a trip to the beach or to like go on an actual holiday, which I can't say that I blame you. That sounds really, really good. But let's see what else comes out for Virgo for April of 2022 regarding love and money, please. Let's get some clarifications. Cards poking out. Letting go. And a few people have gotten that letting go card already from different signs. We've got new opportunity at the back of the deck. So it's like, in order to enter into a new realm of opportunity regarding love and or money, there's something that needs to be released and let go of, whether that is negative thoughts, feelings, grudges, unforgiveness per people, places, or things. So maybe we can get some clarification. But in order to move forward and experience this rendezvous, or as part of the reason why you want this rendezvous or attracting it, it has to do with letting go, leaving the past behind, and entering into a new opportunity. It could be a new person or just a new opportunity, like financially or otherwise. Let's see what the cards say. So this card will represent the first part of April. We've got Magnum PI, Knight of Cups. Okay. Mid-month, we've got the Hierophant, the Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi. They did come out in reverse though. And then we've got the Three of Cups as the future outcome and the end of April. And this also wanted to come out in reverse. That also wanted to come out in reverse. So let's start off with the Knight of Cups. So if you're already in a relationship, the Knight of Cups says that your partner loves you and is devoted to you, okay? Let's just get that out of the way first of all. This is the first card. The Knight is like the Prince Charming, Princess Charming, one of the most romantic, loving cards of the deck, especially like for a romance and love reading. So if you're in a relationship, this person does love you, they are devoted to you. If it is a rocky relationship at present or coming into April, this can indicate like a positive change for the better. Things could be changing for the better. Or you have a new Prince Charming in your future coming in. So if there's nobody on your mind, and you're completely single, this is a good sign that you have a new Prince Charming or Princess Charming in your future. This does, kind of warn you though, however, because it is a knight and not a king, don't get too caught up in the fantasy, because this particular knight, well, all of the knights really, especially this particular knight, often eventually suffers from love burnout, whereas the Knight of Wands suffers from like passion burnout. This one suffers from emotional or love burnout. So keep yourself balanced, while you enjoy this lovey-dovey attention that's coming in. And if you identify more with that Knight of Cups energy yourself, your spirit is just asking you to check your rose-tinted glasses at the door, and keep, one foot firmly planted on the ground. Don't get too carried away in the fantasy, because it looks pretty fantastic at the beginning of April. Moving forward with the Hierophant to the middle of April, like I said, that did want to come out in reverse. So if you're looking for a commitment, especially next to this card, this is saying that this is a good sign for some of you that commitment is coming, but it will be delayed, because again, this did come out in reverse. This is also asking, are you listening to bad advice regarding your love life? Or is your person, if you have someone, when you meet them, are there people or friends around them or you who are giving you advice that doesn't really sit well with your soul or resonate with what you feel is true? Like, it's good to listen to advice when it resonates with what you know to be true, but this is just saying caution, because there could be people around that are affecting or have the potential to affect a romantic connection, who won't actually be giving you the very best advice. Either way, I don't see bad intentions from anyone. However, if you are in a relationship, you know, someone can be feeling a little bit smothered or trapped. So they might be, whether that's you or your person of interest, towards mid-April, they could be complaining to friends or family and then receiving advice that could potentially throw a wrench in the works of this relationship, and contributing to a delay in commitment or just causing other problems that are unnecessary. So being forewarned is being forearmed. You're going to want to pay attention to that in the middle of the month. Again, I don't see bad intentions. I just see someone potentially feeling a little bit smothered or trapped, or one of you could be holding way too much power in the relationship, right? There shouldn't be like a Mr. Miyagi and a Karate Kid, right? You guys should be on the same level. It shouldn't be student-teacher necessarily, or even if that is part of the relationship dynamic, it has to be equal and even Stevens in some sort of other, you know, aspects of the relationship to where it's more equal without one person in particular holding too much of the power. So just be careful, because any of the things that I just mentioned, whether that's listening to bad advice, an imbalance in power, and anything like that, all of these things, these are the type of things that have been known to kill a relationship. So you want to be careful, you know, that careful around those things. So, you know, some of you singles especially could be going on a health or spiritual retreat, which is interesting because we did get that rendezvous, and then we had the retreat card come out as well, right? Where did that go? So I thought we did. Maybe it was a previous reading. Okay, maybe it was. But anyway, somebody else got a retreat card. Oh, that was from the Romance Angels. Okay, yeah. Anyways. So, especially if you're single, I see you doing something like, it could just be like a juice cleanse or something like that. But there's something that you're going to be doing to help your health here in the middle of the month as well, which is probably a good thing. Others of you could be going on a spiritual retreat or spending time, you know, with your friends. And, you know, regarding your finances, it's saying in the middle of April that you might be very traditional regarding the use of your money, especially in the middle of the month. But you might consider paying, you know, closer attention to spiritual matters instead of material ones. That is what you're going to be guided to do towards the middle of April, is maybe not focus so much on the material possessions or things or money. That's not going to be your main focus. Health, wellness, spirituality are things that are going to move more to the forefront, and that's where you're going to be guided towards the middle of the month. So going forward towards the end of the month, and the outcome here is that Three of Cups, Three's Company. It did come out in reverse. So what this is showing is maybe some of you, because this Knight of Cups is coming in, right? And it's very romantic. It's very lovey-dovey energy. That, you know, maybe, you know, you're going to be falling in love, basically. So if you're falling in love, have you fallen in love, or do you have a tendency to fall in love and then neglect your friends? This card could be saying that that's what you're doing, or that you will do. So this card says don't do that. Okay, so maybe you are feeling a little left out and lonely. Maybe you're feeling neglected in some respect, but that's because you're neglecting your social life for some of you. That could be the reason why, if you feel left out and lonely, you might attribute it to something that's going on in the relationship, but it could just be that you're neglecting your friends and your social life. You know, possibly there is a celebration towards the end of April that you will be attending or tempted to attend, but you don't really want to go, or your social meter runs out and you're not going to have the energy or the desire to go to it. But I really feel like if you are inclined to do that, you should, because moderation in all things, you really need to maintain your friendships and not completely lose sight of them when you fall in love, is what Spirit is saying. So regarding money towards the end of the month, we've got group projects. Possibly, since this is in reverse, you know, it's going to be something is going to be delayed regarding your finances and group projects, or some sort of project or undertaking that you take on with other people. It's going to be underwhelming or not what you expected or hoped it would be. Also can show you overextending yourself money-wise, overspending, overcommitting your money to a project or to somebody or to something. This is again saying don't do that, and don't count all your eggs before they hatch. Basically, Spirit saying like, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Don't count all your eggs before they hatch. Be careful with your money towards the end of the month. and don't overcommit your money or put too much stock into group projects with this coming out in reverse. So let's get you some messages in case you know the person who came out in the reading. If not, this is from your future person. And if the reading is resonating, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss my next video. You can do that. That would be great. You can share as well. All those things are lovely ways to support the channel. So let's see what your person of interest, potentially this Knight of Cups, would say to you if they had no fear, no filter. It does look like you're going to get your rendezvous, Virgo. Could be very soon. What would Virgo's person say if they had no fear, no filter, please? Person of interest, the one on their mind, what would they say? Or this person who's coming in? You're everything I want in a partner. I'm open to starting a family with you. Wow. Yeah, that's very dreamy energy. The Knight of Cups would say something like that prematurely early on. Not that he's insincere, because he really does love with his heart when he loves, but he is still a Knight energy. So he does have a tendency to get ahead of himself. So that's where I'm seeing like the commitment can be delayed, but your person is certainly thinking in like serious terms regarding you. It's a pretty serious thing to say that you're everything that I want in a partner and I'm open to starting a family with you. This is big Empress energy. So this person is seeing you as the Emperor or the Empress, right? So let's get another card. What this person say? Wow. This one came out in other groups as well, or I'm sorry, in other zodiac readings as well. A lot of people are getting this this month. I have a lot of self-control, so I won't let you seduce me, in case you were wondering, okay? So in case you were wondering, this might be a change for this person, but they're demonstrating self-control, especially towards the middle of the month maybe. Or they're making you wait for it. If you've never been intimate with this person before, it could be vice versa. You could be making them wait for it. But either way, it's like people are wanting to make sure that intentions are good. And I'm getting to that somebody's just really good at getting physical, if you know what I mean. And they feel like that often overshadows other aspects of the relationship. And so they don't want that to be the case with you, because they have serious intentions toward you, especially if this is a newer connection. You've never been physical with this person before. They don't want, it's kind of sweet because they don't want to ruin the relationship before it gets started. I do feel like if some of you are thinking, especially masculines who are watching, okay, but not necessarily that you can take this person on a trip or to like a resort or a spa or something romantic like that as a means of getting in their pants. This is saying this person, for many of you or some of you, will not allow that to happen. That's not going to work. Others of you, it's just this person is basically saying what they're saying, that they're going to stick to their values. The Hierophant is about values. And when they'll get physical with you is when they want to and when they're ready, and they're not going to be pressured for whatever reason. They want to tell you that. So I think some of them are just scared. I mean, we can see how much they think of you. So the stakes are higher when you really care about somebody when it comes to getting physical versus when you couldn't really care less. One more message from this person. We're getting all pink for you guys. Pink is the color. It's actually a reddish pink. Passion, vitality, courage, friendship, love, affection, happiness. It says, if you're wondering if I'm mad or upset, I'm not. I'm totally fine and unbothered. Okay? So it has to do with something to do with that Three of Cups in reverse. Maybe someone thinks that if the other one went out with their friends, that, you know, that their partner would get mad or would not go for that. This is indicating that no, people should be fine. You should be allowed to have friendships outside of the relationship, obviously, for it to be balanced, whole, and happy, for it to be a healthy connection. And so just take it how it resonates. This, especially towards the end of the month, there could be something that makes you feel like this person is mad or upset with you. They're letting you know that and that they're not. So maybe you're afraid to go out because you're afraid that they're not going to appreciate you going out with your friends or going to a celebration, you know, or doing something at a celebration with or without them that you might feel like maybe I shouldn't do that, or is this going to be perceived in a negative way or anything. Just know that they're coming through saying that. They're not upset. They're fine. They're unbothered. Okay. So let's get some guidance for you, Virgo, for April 2022 regarding love and money. What guidance does Spirit have regarding this reading, please? We've got observe, and we've got beliefs come true. So this is what we're talking about. The Hierophant card is about values. It's about beliefs. And so it's like whatever you believe is going to be true for you. Your beliefs create your reality. So recognize and change emotions, reprogram subconscious mind. Maybe do some self-concept, self-esteem affirmations if you need to, or some subliminals, especially see how she's got that money in her hands. So if you're feeling like you would, some of you are just not enjoying the fact that a group project or some other investment or money situation is not going to be going in exactly to your liking towards the end of April. In order to shift that, just change your beliefs regarding money. Start listening to some prosperity and abundance subliminals, and or consciously manifesting, you know, more abundance. But just know that your beliefs do create your reality. So there's some reason that Spirit is bringing that to your attention so that you can work with that knowledge. Then we've got observe, not getting caught in the story or details. It's something that Virgos do have a tendency to do typically, is to get too caught in the story, too caught in the details. This is saying not to do that. It says total acceptance of what is, step back and see the bigger picture. So if something about the reading or in your relationship or regarding your finances this month is a bit confusing, Spirit is saying it'll make more sense if you step back, look at it from a higher perspective, see it from the big picture, and also just accept what's going on. When you accept something that you do not like, you transform it from a negative experience to a positive experience, because acceptance is ultimately means letting go. And people are always afraid to let go, as if that's going to create more problems or wreak havoc in their life. But in reality, letting go and releasing and accepting is a way to sort of diffuse that bomb. It is a way to alleviate or fix the problem. It's like the first step towards being free and having relief from a certain problem. This is what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope it was helpful. Again, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share. If the reading resonated, great. If it did not, you can watch one of the other zodiac sign readings. You can watch the sign readings for your moon, rising, or Venus sign. And I am going to move on to the next.